Hey folks, Rob back. It's another Rob Plays, and this time I've got something kind of special. This is Aviator Arcade II, developed by Mark Hinsbo, with graphics by Saul Crosser, music by Laxity, published by RGCD. I've actually got what is essentially a final copy, so thanks for James from RGCD sending me a cartridge of that. So I've sort of got the exclusive on the final release, and we've let this get underway, so I will stop waffling. I'm going to turn on the autofire. Autofire is actually really handy with this one. So Aviator Arcade 2 is the follow-up to Aviator Arcade, an entry in the 2014 RGCD compo. It came in 10th from memory, and it was actually a game I really enjoyed despite one or two minor things. The sequel is enhanced from to 10 levels and adds quite a bit of interesting stuff in gameplay, although it has some things. So let's go. In short, an unknown force has attacked the city of Suburbia. I chuckle at that. And your job is to retake the city, well, at least on this first stage. So the big thing is, I've turned auto fire on, so I don't have to slam the fire button down. And the big change is that using that lets me fire my bombs with the fire button. That, of course, is really handy if you want to play this on a C64 GS, because otherwise you'd have to hit the spacebar to do that. And so it's a nice vertically scrolling shooter. It's a lot prettier. So if you haven't already, you haven't been following stuff for a while, there was a preview of this released several years ago. And it's gotten a bit of a facelift since then. The graphics are lovely. They're lovely. They're clear. I love the little great music, and it's good that music and sound effects are mixed, even though you can toggle them individually. One thing I really love is you get that little alert when you're entering the sort of regions of the stages. They're not too bad. Okay, that's one of those things. Power-ups, I grabbed it. You can sort of see shooting a bit faster now. There are two weapons available. You've got these sort of standard shots, and then you've got that second pickup is for health. There's our standard shot again. Alright, we're coming to the end of the first stage. You can sort of see there's not, it doesn't, this is a game that doesn't really redefine things. But what it does do is it does it really well. The controls are excellently responsive, the graphics are clear. One of the things I love, there are a bunch of shooters where things get really confusing as the action heats up. This is a game where that doesn't happen. I haven't seen any slowdown, I haven't seen any flicker. Everything's clear and well defined. Comes off really well. I love the little shadow for the helicopter as well. And so one other mechanic that is really handy here is that you've got an engine. Most shooters, you take a single hit, you die. Here you've got that energy bar that you can withstand 8 hits. The downside, of course, is if you lose all your energy, you actually have to restart the entire stage. I kind of really wish there was a mid-level checkpoint, but personal opinion. Anyway, so we've cleared out the enemy threat from Suburbia. We don't know their origin, but we've tracked their supply of weapons to the port of Serial. I'm just gonna laugh again at that. So let's go to Serial Port and find out what's going on. And I love that the graphics are mixed up. We've been through a city, now we're over the water. We've got aircraft coming in. And I really like, one of the things I do like here is that we see stuff slowly build up. So we've got, we've now introduced aircraft into this stage. So we're not just fighting sort of the same old turrets. There's a health, which we don't really need. Or we do, and I may have just shot it before I realised. So these planes are tricky. And especially because they've got homing missiles. Which I can get too. Yoink! So the homing missiles, they are homing. Nice alternative to your standard front gun. So those are the two weapons available. I should say, from playing it so far, I've been able to make it to the end of stage 4. And that gets really brutal, and hopefully we'll get there in this video. Alright, we're entering the port of Serial, so we're almost at the end of the stage. I really like, just how the variety on offer here. Things just, it keeps it fresh. It's not, it's not as fresh as you might see on other things. Ooh, coming to the end of stage 2. The planes always throw me. In fact, when I was first playing, That's where I took the most damage from because of the way they fly. But you get used to the pattern. Whatever planes you destroy won't come back. We've got 3 hits left, so that's no good. And we're getting to close to the end of the actual boss will appear. Surely, I think it's about to appear now. There it is. Oh, it's got twin homing missiles. That's never good. Thankfully it's not too bad to avoid. Oh no. Nice. But that's my last bomb. Bit annoying. You can only have 2 bombs on station. Let's keep it. Yeah, stage 2 done. Cool. Stage 2 is done. So let's keep a watch. Based on intel gathered at the port, we believe the mercenaries base is located in the Sid Desert. Our surveillance is being jammed by unknown technology, so we don't know what you encounter. Okay, so let's go to the desert. Now I'm worried that something might come from the desert. If you get my drift. Anyway, again, these are nice and colourful here. A lot of people decry the 64 for being loads of brown, but it has a good colour palette when you use it properly, and Saul has certainly used it properly here. Yeah, back to missiles. It's a good difficulty. I mean, and I'll admit, while my personal preference is perhaps I would rather have the lost the missiles. Well, I'd rather have the mid-level checkpoint. I don't. It's not enough to ruin the game. Ooh, enemy airfield detected. Okay, so we're getting close. And now we've got to blast that chopper as well. Blast that chopper. Back to missiles. Sometimes it's just funny how those come up on screen. It's like oh, and you just get shocked. Okay, cool. I didn't really need. I've dancing on one of those choppers, and now I've lost my missiles. Just the missiles are really handy for battling those choppers because you just get a little more room. But we're up to the enemy base now, and let's see what it's going to throw at us. More planes, more light vehicles. Yoink yoink. Try not get hit too much here because this stage. It's time. Whoa, what in the world is that? Is that like an elder god? A certain elder god? I don't know. I'm out of bombs. Darn, it would have been really helpful to have those. Okay, we're just gonna have to move side to side and blast those 4 orbiting things out, I guess. It's not every day you're gonna play a shooter where you think you're just battling military vehicles, and now you've got an elder god alien or something to blast through. Thanks. I'm just gonna try and get the last one. I get it. It mixes things up because that helicopter thing. Darn it, I wasn't going to kill the sucker. Okay. Mission accomplished, the mercenary base is destroyed. However, your final encounter would suggest an alien presence. Fly satellite, we've tracked the alien to the South Pole, locate it, and destroy it. Oh wow, let's go down south. So, this is the furthest stage I've made it. I've been able to get to the boss at the end of it, at least from my initial playing so far. It's actually a jolly good game. Everything's so tight and Polar Scientific Base, haha. And one of those choppers. Oh, damn, got taken a few hits there. There's the missiles, and we've picked up a resupply of bombs. And there's a much needed dose of medical of repair. Darn chopper. Man, it's getting frantic now. Like, seriously starting to get frantic. Just what a good shooter should be. And this, well, I think the phrase is, this is a good shooter. I'm really enjoying this. Like, it does a lot of things right. For a alert aliens detected. Ooh, these aliens have some real hardware, that's for sure. But this does a lot of things right. The graphic, like I said, the graphics are clear. The music and sound is great, and it's great to have both music and sound effects. A lot of games don't do that. It's a tough challenge, but a good challenge. Like, we're getting up to, okay. this is as far as I've gotten. The final boss fight with that. Well, we fight that alien we saw at the last stage. So let's take out its defensive devices. Some more fighters. Some more of those laser satellite platforms. More of these things. Ooh, ouch. Okay, but at least we've got more. Oh, darn! I did not play that wisely. Some more fighters. Try to stay here so we don't get hit on the bounce back. More of the drones. I don't know. I quite like. Yeah, so like the quadcoptery drone things. Let's line up. Strange energies detected. Hold on to your hats, folks, because it's that. Probably want to try and see how we go here. It's a little more frantic this time around than it was on the last stage, which is no surprise. Let's just clear those out. Oh, now those things were what got me. I think, yeah, we're doing better this time though. The missiles, oh yeah, stage 4 down. I wasn't sure I'd do it. Captain, it's clear the attacks were instigated by aliens. We've discovered a spaceship and hyperspace launchpad at the polar base. Take the ship and enter alien space on a scouting mission. It's not every day you play a shooter that you think is about, blowing up tanks and jets and whatever. Now we're going into space. This is all new territory for me, so re-entering normal space-time. Okay, nice. Oh, I get single, or rapid fire, okay. Like I said, was not expecting to find myself being launched into space. And that's just like, it's just the variety this game throws at you. And it's meteor storm approaching, okay. Ooh, ouch. Doing okay. So that red one is the thing. And then we've got, twin missiles. Nice. So yeah, you do have to learn a new set of power-ups now because of now we're in space. But everything is nice and easy to get to grips with. Those can independently track. That is the best. Wormhole energies detected. I'm presuming I'm going to be going through that wormhole at some stage. Probably when I defeat this stage. Last boss to take out. Bunch of fighters. Patterns are a good challenge. One of the things I like is that it doesn't, overwhelm the machine. Like, I've played plenty of other shooters, especially on other platforms where they are a fan of just pushing the machine so hard until it starts, slowing down, chopping away. I always think, as much as I love Salamander, it's a good example of that on the 64. Down, no bombs. Guess we don't have bombs in space. Okay. What is going to be blasting us now? Oh, what an icky thing. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Now it's gone to hyperspeed, its attacks. I was not expecting that. Stage 5 down. The Aliens are well-armoured spacefaring race with a network of well-defended hyperspace connection points. Jump to the next point and see if you can find the route to their home system. The human race is depending on you. Always the human race depending on a lone pilot. Re-entering normal space-time. Okay, so we've made a jump. Yeah, so here I am thinking we might be just... Oh! Darn, I was not expecting that. Re-entering normal space-time. Okay, I was not expecting those barriers. That was a bad move. Alright, let's have a look. Missiles, twins, Alright, we got laser. That was close. So let's keep going. Ducking through. I really like having to not have to manage auto fire. When I started playing around, when the cartridge arrived, I initially thought it was just like so you could just hold down the fire button. I didn't realise it was you don't need to hit the button at all. And so those are called the jets. Okay, let's get. Oh, darn it! I thought I was through. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see how many more lives we got. We got 2 lives left. Oh, that's ooh, that's fancy. I saw that coming. I saw that coming. This is my last life now. Okay, so okay, made that through. And another new weapon. It's always, I love the variety on offer of this game. This is one I'm really having fun with. Like whilst I admit I've expressed my reservations about the checkpointing or lack thereof. I'm finding it's not as bad. I think it really only bothered me when I got to the stage where I'd get to the end of level boss and then mess up. But if that doesn't happen, I've died a couple of times fairly early on here, and it's not really been that much of a pain. Oh, ouch. Alright, so that's game over. I think I'm going to leave it there. Ooh, I love this. It gives me a whole bunch of stats. So let's... I was hoping you would actually save my name in. I don't know if it saves the name to the cartridge or not. Of course, we've got 3 letters, so we can only go. So that, my friends, is Aviator Arcade 2. This is an excellent release. I'm sure I've not been the only one who's been waiting for it for quite a while, but it really feels like a great shooter and is well worth your time checking out. So as I'm recording this, it's not out yet. I'm hoping that by the time this video goes out, it will be, and you can follow the links in the description to actually order a copy. And I'm presuming it'll be cartridge, it'll be digital. It'll probably be like Hunter's Moon remastered because it's a Gmod cartridge, I believe. I don't know if it still applies, but there's maybe a disc release as well through Cytronic. That's what it says on the current preview page. Hopefully I'll get that confirmed closer to launch. So I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you on the next video.